Alright, so let's go through this example 19. So the very first part A, right, show that the 2 sine square x minus 3 sine x cosine x plus cosine square can be written to be as such, right? So you realize that, oh, my new equation is 2 tan square x minus 3 tan x plus 1. Okay, so how do I actually do the very first part? Actually, you just need to do one step then done already. So for example, right, 2 sine square x minus 3 sine x cosine x plus cosine square x equal to 0. So you just need to divide your left hand side and right hand side by something cosine square x. Divide by cosine square x. Okay, so let's do the division together. So for example, right, the very first term right here, 2 sine square x divide by, maybe I write down sine square x minus cosine square x. So that's the very first term. Okay, then the second term, which is right here, so minus 3 sine x cosine x, right, divide by cosine square x. So this is the second term. Plus, okay, the third term right here, right? So this one is the last term already. Cosine square x divide by cosine square x equal to, so of course right hand side don't need to care because 0 divided by anything is still 0, so 0, right? Okay, then for the very first term, so you can see, sine square x divided by cosine square x, you will actually get something known as your tangent square, because for tangent x is actually equal to sine x over cosine x. So this will give you 2 tan square x. Okay, what about the second term? Second term, just do the cancellation first. So cosine x gone. So the bottom, only one cosine x gone, right? So apparently, sine over cosine, you'll get 3. I mean, not 3, sorry, tangent x. So means you'll get 3 tangent x. Okay, the last one will be cosine square divide by cosine square, you will get 1. Yeah, so you can see it's shown already. So that's the first part. Okay. Second part, we are asked to solve. It's a hence question, so we are asked to solve the hence question where x is from negative pi all the way to pi inclusive. Okay, so how do I actually do? So for the part B, of course, I must use the first part answer, meaning this thing, right? So, okay, 2 tan square minus 3 tan x plus 1. So it's a bit like your quadratics. For example, right, 2x square minus 3x plus 1. So how do I actually solve this, right? So first we do the factorization first. 2x, 1x, 1 and 1, put minus sign to it. So what you'll get is actually something like this, right? 2x minus 1, x minus 1 equal to 0. So it's, for example, right, 2 tan x minus 1 tan x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so you just need, okay, so of course there will be two things to solve. So the very first one will be this. So this will be tan x equal to half. Then the other will be tan x equal to positive 1. Okay, so let's do the solving for the first equation first. So same thing, we are asked from pi, negative pi to pi. Okay, so apparently you can see that the first equation is positive. So we are interested in a few quadrants. First, we're interested in the first quadrant. Then, okay, I draw the thing, A, S, T, C. So we're interested in the first, right? Then the other will be the third quadrant. But the third quadrant, you must rotate the other way. Okay, third. Okay, second is I need to determine your basic angle. So basic angle is here, right? Tan x equal to half. So means you replace alpha. Tan x by alpha equal to half. So let's I think this is 45. Tan 0.5. Yeah, not 45. I double check. Tan inverse 0.5. Okay, so it's about 26.6 degrees. So later I will do the conversion back to the radian. Okay, the third step is to draw. So for example, right, okay, the first one, you draw the first, you go in this direction first. So this will be x. Then of course the basic angle is known to be 26.6 degrees. So means the first answer come out, which is 26.6 degrees, which is as well as saying you to convert 26.6 degrees, you divide by 180 times pi. So it's about 0.464 radian. So from here to here, you divide by 180 multiplied by pi. So that's the first answer. Okay, what about the second answer? Second answer, I rotate in the other direction, meaning it's like that. So rotate in this direction. Of course, you must put a negative associated to the angle x. Okay, then after that, so of course here will be 26.6 degree. So apparently this part will be 180 minus 26.6. So it's about 153.4 like that. So we know negative x, right, is equal to 153.4 degrees. So x is equal to negative 153.4 degrees. So just convert again, convert to your radian, right? You divide by 180 times pi. So this will give you negative 2.68. But remember to put the radian. So it's about negative 2.68 radian. So these are the two answers for the first equation, which is tan x equal to half. Okay, but of course don't forget there's a second equation, tan x equal to 1. So tan x equal to 1, so let's do this. Tan x equal to 1. So likewise, it's a positive number, meaning that we are interested in the first and third quadrant. Second, determine your basic angle, tan alpha equal to 1. So tan inverse 145. So alpha equal to 45 degree. So the third step is to draw. So for example, right, you draw this. Okay, I do the first quadrant in this direction first. So means it's like that. So this is x, and this will be 45. So meaning x is equal to 45, which is as good as saying pi over 4. This one is in terms of pi. Of course, you want to put in terms of 3SF also can, but pi over 4 I think is nicer. Pi over 4 radian. Okay, the next will be this, right? So for example, I rotate in this direction, x, right? But don't forget negative x. So this will be 45. Of course, this part right here will be 135. So negative x is equal to 135. X is equal to negative 135. And then after that, convert to your radian. 135 divided by 180. So it's about negative 3 pi over 4. Or I say negative 3/4 pi also can. So these are the few answers, 4 answers I would say. Okay, okay, so this is the first answer. The first answer will be 0.464. Second answer, negative 2.68 radian. Then third answer, pi over 4 radian. And last but not least, the last one is negative 3 pi over 4 radian. So yeah, so that's how we do example 19.